अंतर्गत हम 6 से 14 वर्ष के बच्चों को शिक्षा प्रदान करते ही हैं और रोजगार के लिए हमारी मध्यम लघु सूक्ष्म मंत्रालय ने कई योजनाएं बनाई हैं। हम चाहे हजारों विधेयक क्यों ना पास करें, परंतु जब तक इस समस्या का सामाजिक दृष्टिकोण से सामना नहीं करते, तब तक मुझे संदेह है कि इस सामाजिक कुरीति का पूर्ण रूप से उन्मूलन नहीं कर पाएंगे। मुझे इस समस्या के मूल उद्देश्य के मूल रूप से कोई आपत्ति नहीं, परंतु वर्तमान में मैं इसका समर्थन नहीं कर सकता। धन्यवाद।
Mr. Guddu Premchand, please.
Madam, I am thankful to all the members who have supported the bill. I am also thankful to the members who have given their constructive criticism on it with the regard of main suggestion. The matter of child labor and other such are related with the background of the children. But I think we are in a condition as a nation committed to decrease the number of child laborers in India. Madam, I think I have answered most of the points raised by the members in the course of any speech. I once again thank you all for your support and cooperation.
The question is, the bill to set up an anti-child labor and trafficking committee be now taken into consideration. Those who are in favor will say aye. Aye. Those who are against it will say no. I think the ayes have it, the ayes have it, the ayes have it. अब प्रश्न है कि खंड 2 से 4 तक विधेयक का अंग बने। जो इसके पक्ष में है वे हाँ कहें, जो इसके विपक्ष में है वे कृपया नहीं कहें। मेरा विचार है कि हाँ को बहुमत है, हाँ को बहुमत है, हाँ को बहुमत है। प्रस्ताव स्वीकार कर लिया जाता है। खंड 2 से 4 विधेयक का अंग बन चुके हैं। अब प्रश्न है कि खंड 1 अधिनियम सत्र तथा विधेयक का शीर्षक अंग बने। जो इसके पक्ष में है वे कृपया हाँ कहें, जो इसके विपक्ष में है वे नहीं कहें। मैं समझती हूँ कि हाँ को बहुमत है, हाँ को बहुमत है, हाँ को बहुमत है। प्रस्ताव स्वीकार कर लिया जाता है। Mr. Guddu Premchand, please.
Madam, I move the bill be passed.
Motion move that the bill be passed. Those who are in favor will say aye. Aye. Those who are against it will say no. I think the ayes have it, the ayes have it, the ayes have it. Motion move. The bill is passed. Now, the House is adjourned to meet on 26 December 2016 at 10 o'clock.
Now, we would request Father Principal to please share his views about today's program.
Good morning, students and teachers and other staff members. They called it a mock parliament, and there was no mockery. It was a very serious parliament session, and the similarities were very close to the actual parliament. Probably their behavior was much better than sometimes we watch in the Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha, especially these days. So I would like to congratulate our young parliamentarian for this excellent performance. The issue that they have highlighted is child labor. And we know it is very, very relevant even today. In spite of all the laws framed, that matter is still a serious problem. And that's why in the beginning I said there was nothing mocking about the issue that they raised, but it is a very serious issue. I would like to congratulate our social science teachers, especially Mr. Ziauddin, for organizing this program on the Constitution Day of India. Actually, the Children's Parliament was done once before. That time, it was done by standard 8 as of now, almost the same students. But I felt that the rest of the school did not see such a beautiful performance. So when the occasion came to celebrate the Constitution Day, I requested Mr. Ziauddin to do it once again so that the rest of us in the middle school and plus 2 could also watch. And that time I had another regret. It was such a wonderful program. We should have kept some record of it. And so today we are videographing the whole procedure. Actually, Mr. Ziauddin asked me to speak about Dr. Ambedkar, the father of the Indian Constitution. You know that he was born untouchable within quotes. His father was a Subedar in the British Army, and he was born in the place called Mhow, M-H-O-W. Actually, the name comes from military headquarters of war. He was born there, and because the British wanted the children of the soldiers also to get an education, he was able to begin schooling in one of those schools. But already there, because he was from the Mahar community, an untouchable, there was discrimination already in the British school. But that was not severe. But after his father retired, they moved to Satara in Maharashtra, and there he was given a corner of the classroom in his school, and the teachers would not touch his notebooks because he was an untouchable. Not only he or whatever he touched. But he was a very brilliant student, and because of sheer determination and hard work, he was able to complete his schooling and complete his college, get a scholarship from the Maharaja of Baroda, and go to the United States for higher studies. He completed his doctorate from Columbia University, and he went to England, and he was called back the Maharaja in 2013. So he started as the Defense Secretary of the Maharaja of Baroda, and there again the other officers treated him as an untouchable and would not take orders from him. After 3 years he quit that job and began his career in political activism, taking up issues of discrimination against the untouchables, whom he termed Dalits. He had his battle with the Mahatma against addressing the untouchables as Harijans, but he wanted them to be addressed as Dalits. Recently I saw a cartoon. Many of you may have seen it here and there. A cricket match is going on a ground, and there is a wall. And against the wall, 3 people are standing, 3 children. One is tall, his head is above the wall, he can see whatever is going on in the cricket field. The next one is not that tall, but by standing on his toes and stretching himself with much struggle, his eye would reach the top of the wall, and through that he could see part of the game, but that was very tiring. And the other one was very short. Whatever he did, he could not reach the top of the wall and could not watch the cricket match. But they are all standing on the same level ground. Okay? And the caption was equality. Equality, because all are given the same opportunities. Is this fair? What do you think? Is this fair? Can all of them watch that cricket match? Okay. And then there was another cartoon. The tall one stands on the ground. The middle one has got a small platform, like that, not very big. But the shortest fellow had a bigger platform. And all of them come to the same level and they can watch the cricket match. What do you call this? What do you call this? Is it inequality? So, we have to distinguish between what is equal and what is equitable. What is equitable? Being equitable is being just. And that is something that we find in the Constitution of India. And behind that is all that discrimination that Ambedkar had gone through. To realize that people come with such social disabilities that all cannot be treated equal. And people who come with certain deficiencies because of their social backgrounds need to be supported. And suppose there is a race. One is lame and one is of sound health. Who will win the race? The one who has got good legs, not the lame person, right? And how about opportunity for the lame person? Maybe Paralympics, other opportunities. So, that is at the heart of our Constitution, to recognize that there is injustice in our country and people suffer oppression, and so we need to seek answers. And the other thing that they have, the people who framed our Constitution, Ambedkar and the Constituent Assembly, they realized that our country is one of great diversity. Already here we heard, how many languages did we hear today? How many? English, Hindi, Bengali, Manipuri, Sanskrit, and if I were to sit there, I will use another language. Okay? And language, religion, social class, caste, tribe, so many differences are there in our country. And the fathers of the Constitution also realized this one and tried to put in enough safeguards to take care of all people, especially people who belong to minority communities who can get left out. Linguistic minorities, religious minorities. And again we find that we are losing our direction in the country by talking about that everybody should have the same level ground from which to watch the cricket match. And I would request you to reflect on these things when we hear so much in the media and when we see so much propaganda against true justice for our people, to realize that in the midst of so much inequality and injustice, the meaning, what we should fight for, is making our nation an equitable nation and not a nation with that kind of equality which does not recognize such differences. I hope at least the senior students would have understood what I was trying to say. And so we honor Dr. Bhimrao Ambedkar, and I request all of you in your lifetime, please read some of his writings. Very challenging, very moving for all of us. And it is not merely to pay political tributes to Ambedkar, but recognize the values that he stood for, and in our own lives that we practice those values. So once again, I wish to congratulate our students. I hope some of you will sit in the parliament in future in Delhi or in the legislative assembly here and give a much better example than today's parliamentarians. So congratulations to all of you and best wishes.
Thank you, Father.
We now thank Father Principal and Cyprian Sir for giving us the chance, Rajat Sir and Zamir Sir and all the non-teaching staffs for the arrangements, all the teachers for their guidance and help, Pratham, Komal, Navtej for the set designing,
Richa Devan for the costume designing, Rishik and Divyanshi for the basic script, Abhishek Pathak Bhaiya for his assistance, and all of you for your patient hearing.
India, a land of traditions and culture, a country which has been invaded many a times by foreigners. Mingling of many cultures into one is not something new to this land. But still, we Indians strongly hold to our roots. We still remain united and together.
The National Pledge of Indian depicts this value of ours. It also emphasizes our strong morals and etiquettes. Now I request all of you to please stand up and repeat the pledge after the branch. India is my country. And all Indians are my brothers and sisters. I love my country and I am proud of its rich and varied heritage. I shall always strive to be worthy of it. I shall give my parents, teachers, and all elders respect and treat everyone with courtesy to my country and my people. I pledge my devotion in their well-being and prosperity alone lies my happiness.
Now we have the national anthem.
Now we will have 3 periods of classes for plus 2 section, and the middle school will continue with their tests, and as directed will have their quiz after that. Xavier House students who are taking part in the Xavier House program need to stay back and meet Mr. Abhishek Mitra. I'd ask the plus 2 students, boys, to go from that end, and girls from the steps here. High school students will stay back on the field. Middle school 7th standard students may lead and go to the class through their assembly area. I request the high school class teachers to please mark the attendance of the students on the field itself. Class teachers of high school, please mark the attendance of students on the field. For plus 2 students, we will follow the timetable, the timing of the special timetable. That is, after the break, we'll have the 3 periods in a row.
After the attendance, high school will have 15 minutes break, and at 10:15 they will go to their club groups, and the club will continue till 11 o'clock begin, and the activities will come to an end at 12:15, and then you may go home. Thank you.